So as you know, SME is planning to work as a global business, to work in different countries, which is China, France, and India. And if possible, it can also work from Vietnam. So there are different things that we have to look at as a business that is going to work in a global market or worldwide. And there are some factors that usually affect or usually work within the global market. So today I'm going to a little bit explain to you three terms that are mostly or are commonly used in the global market. The first one I want to talk about is tariff barriers. So tariff barriers, simply they are measures or steps taken by a certain country to restrict importation of goods from some countries in different countries, if I can say. So here as SME, we have to look at how is our business going to operate in such countries. For instance, if it is working in China and China has such tariff barriers, we have to understand that in this country maybe our market will be about the Chinese only, or in this market, how are we going to import, how are we going to export different commodities in different countries as a business that wants to work in a global market. Also, another thing that is commonly used in a global market is about exchange rates. Exchange rates, if I can say, these are prices of a certain currency in terms of another currency. So how much does this amount of money exchange in another currency? For instance, we can say how much a dollar costs in euro, francs, or in euro money. So you look at a US dollar and a euro money, which is used in France. So when we are buying goods and when we are doing our business, we have to know that the amount or the currency that is going to be used will be the financial or the currency that is used in that original country. If we are operating from China, we have to know that we are going to use the Chinese currency. And if you are working from India, we are going to use rupees, which are the Indian currency. So we have to understand how much does US dollars exchange into Indian currency or Chinese currency. So that's also something we have to understand. Another thing I want to talk about is about tariffs. Tariffs also, these are one of the steps or one of the measures that are used by countries to restrict importation and exportation of some commodities. In tariffs, we say these are taxes imposed on imported goods in a simple way and in a summarized way. So a country may decide to increase the taxes for the importation of certain goods. For instance, if you want to discourage certain commodities, the importation of certain commodities, the country decides to impose tariffs or to impose taxation on some commodities. And if a country wants to encourage importation of a certain commodity, it reduces the tariffs of such commodities. So as a business, we have to understand the products we are supplying or we are going to produce in that country, are they encouraged or are they discouraged by the tariffs? How much is the tax? How is the tax imposed on such commodities? So those are the things that you have to understand. And as SME, business or company, we have to understand before we start operating in different countries. So thank you for your attention.